Many people ask what happens after a case review. Let me show you. So a very important element for me after I start to do this assembly is obviously organization. You can see right now there is none in here or anywhere behind me. Yeah, I'm not the most organized when it comes to stuff right after the shoot.
And if you're wondering, this is what 4 cases on the loose looks like. Define S from Practical Design, NZXT N450s right there. This is the H440, the 2015 edition, and the new Manta from NZXT. Actually, there's another one right here. Check this out. This is the Fantex P400, and actually, hold on a second. I totally forgot about this one. It's because it's in the box, you know, it's kind of hidden. The 400C from Corsair.
The worst thing about disassembling a computer is the fact that you do such a great cable management job and then you have to literally just cut off all the cable ties that, you know, make your work so beautiful and so clean. I spend good amount of time trying to clean everything up like it would be in my actual case if I was to just, you know, house a system inside of it. And now I have to take it all apart. I don't like that part at all. One of the things that is very important in a case review, aside from the initial assembly, is disassembly, which is just as important. Disassembly comes in a few stages. Is like, if, for example, you have to replace certain parts within your hardware, within your system, how easy it would be to get access to those things. In a more conventional enclosure where you have sort of everything separated, it's not a big deal. But in a less conventional enclosure where things are sort of stacked on top of each other, where you have to follow a specific procedure in order to install everything properly inside a case, then disassembly is just as important, because you can think about, okay, what's gonna happen if I have to replace my GPU? What's gonna happen if I have to take out one of my hard drives if it dies, you know? So all those elements are just as important, and I realize that now. So this is what I received in 2013, the most valuable piece of swag from Computex in almost 3 years ago now. It's a screwdriver, it's magnetic, so I can catch little screws if they fall in between the cracks. It comes with multiple tips, it's super compact, I can take it with me anywhere. This always stays in my bag and within reach when I'm building a system. This is the newest piece of swag, most valuable from CES 2016. This is a knife from Toshiba, as we visited OCZ, because OCZ is now owned by Toshiba. It's basically a Swiss Army knife with an aluminum housing, aluminum handles. Check this out, they match. This is Harbor Canucks Dimitri's piece of swag for building computers, man, and post-assembly. Pretty sweet. So in the end, after I finish with the disassembly, I try to put everything back to normal. I try to keep all the accessories that came with the case that were used inside this case. And also the one thing that I always try to not forget is the IO shield, because sometimes I have forgotten it inside a case and I was then wondering what the hell happened with my IO shield. So, bam, IO shield. And so in the end, the parts get disassembled, they get put out on the table. This case is gonna go back into its box until we find, further future use for it. And we will move on to another case review. So 2 things to take away from this video. 1, I used to build systems inside a computer case review and really just focus on the features and kind of, how many drives or fans I can fit in what spot in the case review. Now it's more about the experience, how easy it is to build inside something, how easy it is to disassemble something or swap and whatever. So it becomes a lot more about the experience now than it did, let's say, 2 years ago with our case reviews. So it's evolving to become, to reflect on the actual, what you be working with, the user experience, aside from having just standard objective features overview. It's all about how I feel and how it makes me feel. I hope that makes sense.